I have Madan here with me. Welcome to the Speakeasy.
Thank you.
And Madan is also a speaker at this conference, and you already delivered your talk, right?
Yes, I did.
All right. So tell us a little bit what did you talk about? You're with Uber, so huge company, huge IT, uh, billions of requests on every millisecond and what's not. What did you speak about?
Yeah, so today we really nailed down on reliability as the core construct and how API gateways connect with reliability. Because if you think about it, API gateway is sitting on top of your entire infrastructure. And a large company like Uber, we are at 2,500 APIs, so a pretty large asset. And it gives you the single choke point to see what's going in and out. And that unique advantage helps a lot in reliability. So today's talk was a lot about all the things you could build in a gateway to enable reliability and improve product reliability.
All right, so let me understand. So we have this API gateway, which is a control point that kind of sits in the entrance of your microservices.
Yep.
How does it help make the microservices more reliable?
Okay, that's a great question. It does not directly help with the microservice reliability, but it's about the end product reliability. So for example, one of the first things you can do about the gateway is it can be the point which redirects traffic from data centers or zones or pod. So every client request coming in, if it's from a particular city and that city is down because there's bad code in that zone, from the gateway you can reassign that to a different data center. And so as an operator who's kind of responding to that incident, your goal using the gateway is to quickly mitigate an issue and an outage for that city. So it's end product reliability more than
that makes sense. So it helps with load balancing as well.
Right.
Right, I guess. And it prevents the traffic to go into a vulnerable area that you want to protect from traffic or from a certain amount of traffic in a certain period of time.
Yeah, absolutely. And the thing to remember is like large companies like Uber, we operate at 10,000 cities and we end up sharding our traffic out so that, an operator has an ability to exactly route a particular city to specific data centers or zones. So if there's bad code in one zone, you can redirect that to another.
That's definitely helps with the overall system reliability. But who watches the watchman?
Okay.
How do you make sure that the gateway itself is reliable?
Okay. The gateway reliability is like super critical. I mean, it's a lot of like metrics and observability that goes in, and isolation that needs to be built in because ultimately, the gateway core is a very fundamental, very clear-cut, understood thing. A lot of complexity comes on the product layer. That's where arbitrary code goes in. So the gateway core is usually in a very, very guarded, isolated place where even if your APIs fail, the core itself does not fail, which means your API might fail because you're doing something wrong with one of the microservice behind the API. But if I'm having another API on your stack, it shouldn't be affected.
That makes sense. And how does Kong help with the reliability of gateways?
So a lot of the talk today was specifically about things you can build as extensions on a gateway of your choice. And Kong definitely allows you to provide the plugin as a construct to add these functionalities. So I talked a lot about the kind of headers you need to pass down to downstream microservices, like the tier and the importance of the API, the endpoint name, or the tenancy, which is it a test traffic, production traffic, is it a load test traffic, and things like that. So building these constructs into your gateway with extensions allows you to then push that down to the services.
And I guess the architecture of the gateway itself protects the bad code of the plugins.
Yes.
From affecting the reliability of the gateway itself.
Absolutely, yeah. That absolutely needs to be there because your bad neighbor is a complex thing to achieve, and that's at the plugin level, and that's also at a higher order API level, and both of them needs to be taken care of.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. It's a fascinating topic, I must say, and I would love to learn more about how Kong uh, guarantees the reliability of their gateway, but either sandboxing the plugins or probably there are other techniques. And I think, Vic, if you are listening to that, from me, it's a request for a Con Builders episode. I guess inviting Madan might be a good idea. I put you all here on the spot. This is what I do in Never Speak Easy. Madan, thank you very much for coming, and that's fascinating to learn. Thank
Awesome.
you.
Pleasure talking to you.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Well, you made it really easy.